super determined to plot and the threats. It ain't no stopping the run, Papa, son of God, dropping anybody who next. I want a mansion, I got a million advances, I'm gonna...
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Texans and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Houston Texans and the New York Giants. Here comes Nelson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Off of play action, it's Watson. And his first pass is incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take that first quarter. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here comes Nelson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Come on now, let's go.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. Rush coming, and he's taken down. O'Shane Ximines in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's a set.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Akers with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Here comes Nelson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Throw left side, complete. That's Arnold. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He'll find Lindsey here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
This is unbelievable.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Watson on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Able to shake him off, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 15 now. Jones. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Watson now to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Azeez Ojulari in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. The Texans send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he? He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game. And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And some room to roam now. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now Jones. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Akers. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Akers with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And it is 28-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with the touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Cam Akers as the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gano the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of it.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They fell last week at the hands of the Washington football team, but they've got the lead right now. Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Now Jones, off play action. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. It got his man complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Cam Akers, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will extend this big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here comes Nelson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run by Lindsey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Azeez Ojulari. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
7 yards, the pickup there. Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now Watson. They shakes him off. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He has been a touchdown machine. It has been enjoyable to watch.
And the scoreboard continues to light up as a result of his efforts. He's been a blast, though. Every time you look up, you just figure if he's got the ball in his hands, he's going to end up in the end zone. It's been that kind of a game for him.
Absolutely. Now you just keep waiting for more. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers bulldozes past him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 127 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. Gano for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here comes Nelson. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's got some space here. Shoves him aside. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
They'll run with Lindsey. Oh, able to avoid him. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. They'll try the air now with Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jacoby Myers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. On 1st down, Akers. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On 2nd and 10, Watson. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. goes, but third down coming up. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You got to take more chances later, right? When you don't convert, that just means you got to double down on it. So we can see this thing pile up as we go on.
151 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Cam Akers, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense set to regain possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now a first down throw. Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. Azeez Ojulari. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. O'Shane Ximines racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. On first down, Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation,
he's got a man complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. They go play action here on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. And now it appears that the referee's been... So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Throwing Jones. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Texans back out there and ready to go.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3rd and long. It's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man right side is Tony. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that